The number of incarcerated women rose 700% between 1980 and 2014. That's an increase of nearly 200,000 women. And more women in prison means more women giving birth behind bars. One of the most controversial practices that still takes place across the country is shackling women during childbirth.
But there's no reason to believe that women who are in labor are violent or pose a threat.
Teresa Kleinhaus is a civil rights lawyer representing more than 40 women who were shackled during childbirth at the Milwaukee County Jail.
So many of the corrections policies we have in the United States are really modeled from a few generations ago when many fewer people were incarcerated. The people who were incarcerated were much more violent and they were male. And then you apply those principles to a 20-year-old woman who's in jail for retail theft and 9 months pregnant, and it just makes no sense.
On the federal level, shackling during childbirth is restricted by just about every agency. The Federal Bureau of Prisons, Department of Homeland Security, U.S. Marshals, and Immigration and Customs Enforcement, to name a few. But more than 86% of U.S. prisoners are in state prisons. New York is one of 21 states that have laws restricting shackling during childbirth. Despite that, a 2014 survey found 23 of the 27 women who gave birth in New York prisons since 2009 had been shackled anyway. There have been similar reports of non-compliance in Illinois, Nevada, and Pennsylvania. In Wisconsin, where Kleinhaus has represented multiple women in cases against the Milwaukee County Jail, there's no law banning the practice.
There is no police brutality in the United States.
Shackling was even defended by Milwaukee County Sheriff and controversial cable news commentator David Clark. But Kleinhaus disagrees.
Well, what we found in the Jane Doe case, she was also restrained. That inmate's midwife requested that the restraints be removed because midwives know that women in labor are focused on bringing a healthy person into the world and surviving a really hard experience, and their focus is not on hurting anybody or escaping from anything.
Despite legal action, Milwaukee County Jail at this time has no plans to change its shackling policy. Determining how many women are restrained during childbirth or just figuring out how many pregnant women are incarcerated is a guessing game. While the Bureau of Justice Statistics count how many women are in prison, there is no current data on the number of pregnant inmates.